and we are live with the aftermath of the Gone Not Forgotten event that I gigged at last night. And I've also got another booking to announce. So I thought I'd do it all just in one stream. I've kind of had a little bit of a hectic week, and I just didn't get a chance to come on and announce this new booking on its own. So before we do go any further, I just to tell you a little story about how I've injured my eye, and only me could do something as daft as injuring my eye. So we was going to the Gone Not Forgotten event last night, and I got picked up by the layman, and I got sat in his car, and I'm wearing his new lanyard with my house keys on it. And as I sit in the car, the lanyard like hooks over the door of the car, and me being me, I just get in and I literally just pull the lanyard from being sort of like hooked over the car door, and the key just goes down my glasses and it stabs into my eye and catches my eye. So instantly it was like it was in a lot of pain. It was watering, and I was thinking like, what am I gonna do? It's actually hurting, and at first like I couldn't open it. It was like really sore, and then it sort of like eased up, did the pain, and I was able to open it. And now it's a little bit sore, but it almost feels like just slightly like there's something, when you get something in your eye. So it almost feels like you want to touch it and rub it because there's something there, but there isn't. And it's just gone a little swollen. It's just slightly swollen. It's not. I don't. I think it'll be all right. But I did just catch it, I think, and it was bad. It wasn't a good thing to do. It was catch it. So yeah, so last night, for those of you who may or may not know, I was booked at an event called Gone Not Forgotten, and it was a friend of mine in Grimsby. Sadly, her brother had passed away, and he was a raver. He enjoyed his rave tunes. He enjoyed getting out to a rave. And sadly, he was gone too soon. He was taken at a young age, and they sort of wanted to have a rave on the night of the funeral, so kind of like the wake was a rave essentially. And me being me, I obviously offered. I said, if there's any way you want me to help out, just let me know. So I instantly got involved with the event to pay my respects and do Johnny proud. And essentially, we did do Johnny proud. So I was booked at the event to MC. And yesterday morning, I woke up to a message in the group chat that one of the DJs was in hospital, not too well himself, and essentially had to pull out from the event. So I said, look, if you want me to bring a stick and play a set, I can bring a stick and play a set. So I took a stick and played a set essentially. So I began planning a hardcore set that I was going to play at this event, because the original DJ, he was going to play hardcore anyway, so I thought I'll just fill his slot, play hardcore anyway. Haven't played hardcore out for a while, so I was sort of looking forward to it. Little bit of a change. Not done it for a while. So we did that, and then I got the layman to host me, which was a really good thing, because I like the layman hosting me. There's just something about him hosting me that he just seems to get my set right. And sometimes when you go with just any random MC, you don't always know what they're going to be like. Are they going to just babble through the set? Are they just not going to listen to your mixes and your drops and work with your set? And I know the layman will do that. I know the layman is very, very cautious, and I know he likes to get things, right himself, and he likes to do things good. So I knew that if having him on my set, I just knew it would be a good set. I know he'd let my music breathe. I know he'd come in at the right times, and he did exactly just that. So we was on from 9 till 10. So we did 9 till 10. I was the second set of the night, and the set itself, I'll be completely honest, it didn't go to plan. So for whatever reason, some of the tunes that I'd put on a list in a set list together, for some reason they had not analysed onto the USB stick. Only a handful of them had, and I think I might know why now. But at the time, because I was doing so many other things as well, I probably just rushed and didn't check properly. But anyway, cut the story short, not all the tunes were there that I originally wanted to play, but because I had some other folders on there with some hardcore in, we just made for a good set essentially, and we just absolutely smashed it. And the set went really well. The set was just amazing. It blew people away. People just did not expect this little kid that walks in with glasses just to jump behind the decks and slam out a hardcore set like that. You know, there was loads of quick mixing, there was some double dropping, there was some heavy drops, there was some really nice vocals in there as well. And it was just a really enjoyable set. I really enjoyed it. It was a shed load of fun. And I was just so buzzed there to be able to be behind there doing what I love, and also doing Johnny proud as well, who obviously who had sadly passed away, who would have loved to have heard that set if he'd have been alive. I'm sure he would have. And everyone on the dance floor, we had quite a hefty crowd for it, and everyone seemed to be up for it. Everyone was singing along, everyone was dancing. A few people were just sort of like watched in a maze as I was just mixing on the decks as well. A couple of people, other DJs that were playing on the night, sort of, you know, they'd come onto the stage and they'd have a little nosy, you know, like, this guy's actually going for it, you know, and having a look at me, so sort of in action. And some people in the crowd got some videos as well, which you'll see. I put a video on Facebook and YouTube. It's like a 3-minute clip of just a few different clips of me in action during the set. As I've just received a few videos this morning, so I put some stuff together. And the set itself just went really well, and the hour just absolutely seemed to fly by. So 1 minute I'm queuing up the first track, and then before you know it, I'm queuing up the last track and handing over the decks to the next DJ, which is crazy. But it was just so much fun. It really was. And like I say, I played some absolute belters. One of them that I hadn't tune I had not played in ages, and I absolutely felt so good dropping it, was Dougal and Gamma, Lose Me Forever. That is an absolute belter of a tune. Dougal and Gamma, Lose Me Forever, and I just love it. Absolutely love Dougal and Gamma, Lose Me Forever. And it happened to just be on another folder, and I just happened to find it, and I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna drop that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am dropping that. And I did, and like I say, it worked, and an absolute treat. People loved it. People were singing along to it, which was obviously a good thing, that they're all singing along, they're all having a good time. And then once the DJ set was down and done, I emceed for Top Vibe, which Top Vibe did like a really emotional set, if anything. There was loads of high, powerful vocals and pianos, and he got a few people crying in the crowd as well, which was an absolutely really powerful, strong, good set. But for me, when I did my set, I just, I'm all about positivity, and it was a little bit of a, obviously the circumstances wasn't the most positive circumstances in the world. So I thought, rather than go for a set that's going to make everybody sort of like roar and cry, I thought, let's try and make a set that's just going to be powerful and enjoyable, and and just make people sort of feel a little bit happier under the circumstances. And not take the mind off it as such, but just to make them sort of have a good stomp and a jump around, and just belt out some absolute belters. Whereas don't get me wrong, Top Vibe did an absolutely amazing set, but it was powerful. Even I felt a little emotional listening to it. From being stood on the stage and then doing the mic duties, and there was a lot of powerful vocals in there, and the first track in itself, "Sing Me Another Love Song," he played just like a breakdown version of it, where it was just a vocal and like a piano, and when you just think like, wow, like this is really coming, and you can see people like hugging each other and getting real tearful. So I know Top Vibe did want to create that real nice emotional set. And he definitely did. But for me, I just like coming in on a more positive note, like it's a bad situation, you know. Things can get better, so let's, he won't want us all crying and moping. So let's bang out a good set and enjoy ourselves, and he can look down and see us all raving and having a good time. And that was kind of my sort of like motive, with the set. But everybody, like I say, I still enjoyed the set from Top Vibe, and everyone's each to their own. People like to do things in a different way. People grieve in a different way, which is obviously understandable. So I hosted for Top Vibe. And I was up there on the mic, and although he did smash it and do a really good set, I've got to be completely and truthfully honest with myself that I just did not enjoy being up there on the mic. It was like the first time that I've ever really grabbed a mic in a nightclub, where I've not felt it, and I just felt like I couldn't vibe. And I don't know if it was just the emotion of the set, or if it was just, I don't know, there was just something. I just felt like I couldn't get into it. I just felt like I was finding it hard to hear. So I don't know if doing the set before had just sort of, got to my ears a little bit. I don't know, but for me, I felt like I couldn't give it my all. And I felt like that I just didn't really. It was almost a little bit like I didn't know what I was doing. It's like I'd forgotten, in a way, like almost all my MCing knowledge. And I was kind of just stood on stage thinking like, what do I do here? And for some reason, I just did not vibe it, and I honestly do not know why, but I didn't vibe it. I just didn't. It didn't feel right. And I went in with a few bars, and again, it just didn't feel right. I couldn't really hear properly if I was flowing right, if I sounded good, if I was coming through loud enough, and I didn't even really know what to say. And for whatever reason, like I say, I did not vibe it. There was just something that just saying like, this isn't your night to MC, Noble, for whatever reason. And things do happen for a reason, and like I say, I did end up DJing, so maybe that was meant to happen all along, who knows. But other than that, it was a belting night. After I'd done my MCing set, we scarpered, we said our goodbyes, and headed back home, because we're raving again tonight. I'm with the layman back in Cleethorpes. We was in Grimsby last night, and now we're heading back there today to Cleethorpes. But he's doing photographs at an event, and I'm just essentially going with him, and I know the guy who's putting the night on, and I'm going to show my support to his launch night. So I'm looking forward to showing my support to his launch night, and showing them that, I'm coming here and supporting, and showing my face. So we didn't want to leave too late when we knew that we had, today as well, to go raving. So yeah, so now that is all out of the way, we'll talk about my new booking. So I've been telling you guys on these YouTube streams for a little bit of time now that I had an unannounced booking coming on the 16th, on the 16th of December, and I can now reveal to you I can now reveal to you what that booking is. So, on the 16th of December, I have been booked in Manchester at a place called Zombie Shack to host Bonanza's 12th birthday, so 12 years of Bonanza, and they've got Billy Daniel Bunter headlining, which is going to be an absolutely amazing event. And there's loads of other great DJs on the lineup. Hypertinks from Tios Digital. Loads of great DJs coming through and playing some sets. And I'm going to be MCing B2B with a guy called MC Nitrous. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been told that me and Nitrous, in the promoter's head, it'll be a really good B2B, and that was the whole reason why he asked me if I wanted to do a set, because he thought that if I wanted to MC a set, because he thought in his mind that we'd go really well together as a B2B, which was the whole reason why he wanted to book me. And I was like, yeah, let's do it, let's give it a try. We can only try, and me and this guy might just we might just go really well together. Who knows? Or I might just get there and think, what, this guy he's not on my level at all. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I do like doing B2Bs on the mic because it's quite fun. Because you get that versatile of, your flow and then someone else's flow. And it's quite good just to hear what bars they've got, and then they can hear what bars you've got, and you can just flow and you can just vibe off each other. And I just think it's a really fun thing to do. So I am quite looking forward to it. It's one of the most exciting MC gigs that I've taken this year. And my favourite one was obviously back in July at Stomfest. That was, MCing there. That was one of my most favourite places I've ever MC'd at. The vibe was just unreal there. It was really good. And I just felt like I was getting something out of it as well, not just grabbing the mic somewhere because they've said, "Oh, Noble, jump on." It just felt good. It felt real, and the vibe there was just absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking forward to this one. Bonanza's 12th birthday. It's gonna absolutely rock the show. And it's on the 16th of December, so I think it's Mad Friday. So it's like the week before Christmas, essentially. So we've obviously, the following Sunday is actually Christmas Day, so it'll be good. It will be good. So I'm looking forward to it. So it should be like a really fun day. And I'll be in Manchester checking out the Manchester stuff. So I will be hoteling it as well. I've got to find a hotel and sort the trade tickets out yet. But what I'm thinking of doing is because I often go to a lot of venues and a lot of places, and I don't always get the chance to do any like sightseeing. So I'm thinking for this one, because I'm sort of going at my own steam, I'm thinking that I might just essentially go a little bit earlier and do a little bit of sightseeing maybe. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes down. But I think essentially I'm quite sort of looking forward to maybe going somewhere for something to eat, doing a little bit of sightseeing. And just exploring places where I've been to before, but not on a level to where I've necessarily where not on a level where I've necessarily had the time to go and look around and do some of the sightseeing stuff. Looking around shops even, just something that makes it a little bit worth the while going that down that way as well. And just because I don't really go out really much in the way of like shopping and sightseeing. I'm kind of at a gig, at work, in Radio with a Layman, visiting the grandparents, grabbing a bit of food in Hull, or sat at the computer producing or having a mix. You know, and I think sometimes when you go to these cities and places you've not really been to before, like I bet, you know, I've been to Manchester a couple of times, and you know, I bypassed it a few times, but you know, it will be nice just to check the areas and see what Manchester has to offer. And stuff like that. I don't know how far off of places I'd be. Would be really nice to go and, you know, have a look near the Coronation Street set or something. I don't know. It'd be quite cool. The old one or something. The old one before it moved to Media City. Um, but yeah, so a new booking last night went down a treat. We did Johnny proud, so I'm pleased about that. That was my aim really, to do him proud, and we definitely did. And yeah, that's Friday. Now we're on to Saturday. So make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.